Hey guys, Paul from Ashen Phoenix. It is New Comic Book Day through the week of August 17th, and we're going to get started right now. This episode brought to you by CAMPFIRE Ashes. It's a new podcast where we tell interesting, fun ghost stories around a campfire, and then we explore the lore that inspired those stories. Check it out. The next episode is dropping Friday. And then if you haven't watched last week's episode, this Friday drops last week's episode on YouTube on this channel. So check it out.
Hey guys, Tim from Capes and Scowls, Team Ashen, Paul and Tim Do a Thing, and the comic book store. Let's talk about these trades, huh? First up, I got Echolans Volume One. It does read this way, which is very silly and awesome all at the same time. We checked out this book. It's a weird one.
It is a very weird one.
But a good one.
Yeah.
We got Buffy. This is Volume 10 of Buffy. Man, Buffy. Still going strong. We got Wonder Woman, Black and Gold. This was pretty cool. We did a little bit of this as well. Very interesting Wonder Woman story. There were some great covers on that one, for sure. Black Panther, the saga of Shuri and T'Challa. This has a bunch of stuff, but it's got some early Shuri in it. Can't talk today, Paul.
Doesn't bode well.
Doesn't bode well. It's all downhill, Paul. Robin and Batman. I reviewed issue 1 of this. It was a pretty interesting story. Pretty weird story. I like Killer Croc in that. The Complete Cyber Force. Good lord. Volume 1. Remember Cyber Force, Paul?
Yeah.
This is a lot of it.
I'm assuming it's the early Cyber Force.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of spin-offs as well. And it has the Wildcats issues in it, where they did Killer Instinct, which was a really good story. Wonder Woman. This is Volume 2, which contains issues 780 to 784 and some one-shots. Through a Glass Darkly. I love Becky Cloonan. She's super good. We got Cloaked, which we've read a little of this, I believe, as well. Interesting superhero vigilante kind of story from Dark Horse. We got a Marvelverse Miss Marvel, which is fun. I like these books. They're kind of like, here's the cliff notes of some cool things that are probably relevant for you to check out. Swamp Thing, Volume 2. This, I think, is the end of the second one. I think this is the end. Not sure, but Swamp Thing always good, man. If you're into something creepy, Swamp Thing good. Star Wars, The Mandalorian, Grogu's Journey. It's got noises and songs and stuff, which is fantastic. And it doesn't work. I know. I would hit it too. It doesn't work until I pull the tab out. I'm not doing that. Hey, Sasha Banks in there. Good for her. Anyways. And finally, the most important one, Paul, which is Rooster Fighter, which is a manga about a normal-sized rooster that is very tough and fights giant kaijus. Swear to God, I read that description and I ordered like 1 million of them. Yes.
First up, we have The Chilling Adventures presents Jinx. Archie Tales. This is a fun book. It's Jinx Holiday. She's just like the Archie babysitter. She's dealing with just hell children, and in an event to kind of like calm them down, she tells them 3 ghost stories. So you get 3 chilling adventures of Jinx as she does random things. The stories are fun. It's kind of neat seeing her take on these to try to basically get these kids to calm down. But that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a one shot. It's kind of fun and tongue in cheek and nice ending, nice fluff piece. If you're looking for something, just a flyer to check out, this is definitely something to check. It's fun, so grab it.
All right, first up for me, we got True Cult #1. What a weird story. I do like the artwork, especially in this one. The artwork reminds me of almost like King of the Hill. Like, it's just got like, I don't know, something about that animation style I am getting reminded of here. Basically, it's the story of a man who works at essentially a Burger King, and he decides to clock out for his break and go rob every other store in the shopping little strip mall that they're in. And things go bad. It's a pretty interesting story. It's definitely like a lot of his inner monologue and a lot of his describing how he got to this point, why he feels the way he feels, and you learn a little bit about him. He's not so messed up of an individual, which makes it kind of interesting. It's not like there's some deep psychological issues on the surface of this. So I like the way it was written as well. Just strange story. Just a very strange story, and I'm not sure where it's going to go, but if you want something very different, this one for you.
And my pick of the week, it is Silver Coin issue number 13. And Tim's read this stuff, and because it's an anthology series, you really don't need to grab any particular issue to understand what is going on. The basic concept is there is a silver coin that just randomly pops up into people's lives and causes horrific things to happen, and that's what happens here. We have our main character is pregnant, and then things go badly for her and her boyfriend, and the silver coin pops up, and I did not expect where this book got. This book is gruesome. It is dark, it is gruesome, and it's rough. The art really lends itself to the creepiness that is this story, and the story and the writing is just horrifying. But man, it is textbook horror. It is so good. It's just, oh god, it's creepy, and the ending is just very ominous and not fun, but fun at the same time. But yeah, I love this book. I definitely want to read more of it. I should definitely check these out. The only thing that I will say with this is there is a backup story that is a 3 or 5-parter. So at least this particular issue, you will have to know something if you want to check out the backup story. Otherwise, it's an anthology series. The only thing you need to know is there's a silver coin that just causes havoc. So check it out.
And it's time for my pick of the week. Paul, do you know what my pick of the week is?
I think I got an idea.
You probably do, because Shirtless Bear Fighter...
Okay, I was wrong.
What? Really?
I thought it was going to be... I didn't say what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was that.
I didn't do that this time.
Okay.
Shirtless Bear Fighter 2.
I mean, that was probably my second guess.
If you remember, Shirtless Bear Fighter, the original miniseries, I loved it. About a man raised by bears, fighting bears, and oh my goodness, this story.
Bear Jet.
There was a bear jet, which was basically the X-Men jet. Insanity. There is way more insanity in this. I do like that there's little tie-ins to the original series. You don't need to know it, but you would probably benefit from reading the first one. There's a villain who comes back from the first one that is kind of a witness to what is going to be happening in this series. So I like that they pulled that. But basically, Shirtless is having a hard time adjusting to working for the Fuzz, and he's kind of becoming the old jerk version of himself and not really following orders. So there is a lot of problems there between him and the rest of his team. He does fight giant gummy bears in this, because they're giant kaiju-size gummy bears attacking the city. That is your plot for this one. But it's more of the same, more of the silliness that you liked in the first one. It's all back, and the art is still really fun and really silly. I feel like they're kind of saving a lot of the action and really crazy set pieces, if you were, for later issues. But I had a great time. You can order a Fuzz badge off the back. So, Shirtless Bear Fighter, if you didn't read it, it's available in trade. It's very good. And you don't need it, but I would definitely do it. And definitely check this out. It is a silly but awesome book. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you for checking everything out. You guys are awesome. New Campfire Ashes comes out this week on Friday, right, Paul? Yep. Friday. So definitely check that out. I hope you've all been checking it out and enjoying it. That's about it. So just hit your LCS and get all your books and enjoy them. Read your books. Don't let them pile up.